So, it's been a while since I made my last YouTube video. It's been about 10 days, which I know is not really a long time, but as you guys know, for the past 2 months, I've been pretty good with committing to this video upload schedule 3 times a week on Sundays, Tuesdays, and Fridays. And for the first time in 2 months, last week I broke that upload schedule, and it wasn't by choice. It was because I literally physically could not make YouTube videos, because for the last week I've been suffering with the flu. I feel fine now. You guys can probably tell that I sound a little bit sick, but I'm not nearly as fucked up as I was last week, so I'm finally back to making YouTube videos. And I tried to push myself last week to just make a video, but two things I realized. First of all, I don't think people are going to really mind that I miss a few days, that I take a few days off because I have the flu. And second of all, even if I pushed myself the hardest to make a video, it would have turned out so shitty. Because I'll tell you what, man, I was having these awful headaches. I was so dizzy that I was just laying in bed all day. Because it was so bad, I was hallucinating as if Bullet Barry broke into my house and, slipped me some shrooms or something. I was so fucked up. And it was the flu. But it was so messed up that I could not bring myself to make a YouTube video. It just wasn't happening. And honestly, I wasn't even starting to feel better until Wednesday, so it wasn't really until today that I could even get the strength to make a YouTube video, because I was just so messed up. I just couldn't do it. Physically, I could not do it. So that's why there was no upload last Friday. That's why there was no upload this past Sunday and Tuesday, because I was just so fucked up that I literally could not make a YouTube video. And it was so close. I almost didn't make a video today, because I gotta tell you guys what happened today. Oh my god. So I finally feel better, right? I wake up today, turn on my computer. I'm like, let's make a YouTube video. Let's talk about something. I actually had an idea laid out for today, and I was gonna talk about it, but I had to talk about this because it was just so fucking ridiculous. Okay. So I turn on the computer, right? The computer's on, but the monitor won't turn on. And I'm thinking to myself, what the hell is going on here? Why isn't my monitor, talking to my computer? Why is the monitor not turning on? So I'm trying to figure out something, and I'm like, okay, well, the power light is on the monitor, right? So what the hell is wrong with is it my monitor? Is it my computer? Because my computer's on, but my monitor is not. So it took me a while to figure out what the problem was, but it was that, so the DisplayPort cable connected from my GPU to my monitor, it wasn't reading it. But then when I plugged the HDMI cable, I tried plugging the HDMI cable into my GPU thinking, okay, maybe the DisplayPort cable is messed up. No, it still doesn't work. So then I plugged the HDMI cable into my CPU, and it fucking works. So I'm thinking, holy shit. Don't fucking tell me that my fucking GPU is dead. Because that would be one of the worst things that could possibly ever happen to me. I mean, obviously, a relative or someone dying is obviously the worst thing that could happen to me. But, in terms of, things breaking down, this is the absolute worst thing that could happen to me. If I had to choose between my GPU breaking down or my car breaking down, I'd probably pick my car, because at least with my car, I have pretty damn good insurance that covers most of everything. So I'd probably rather have a broken down car than have a broken GPU or a dead GPU. I didn't even know what to do. And of course, knowing how I react to things, I instantly had an anxiety attack. I had a panic attack. I'm like, don't tell me my GPU is dead. You guys remember, I just got it 2 months ago. I just got it. I'm like, please don't tell me my GPU is dead. But knowing my fucking luck in this world, it probably is. So I'm, part of me is, accepting this fate that, yeah, no, my GPU is dead, and there's nothing I could do about it. But I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna try anyway. I'm gonna see, I'm obviously gonna, get in my case, I'm gonna get in the GPU, I'm gonna, unscrew it and look inside of it and just try to take it apart and figure out what the problem is. If it's broken, if it's dead, then it's dead. But I'm at least going to try and see if possibly it's not dead. So I go in to my computer, and I start taking apart the GPU. Not like actually taking apart like inside of the GPU, but just like taking it apart from the rest of the computer and then plug it back in. And, you know, hopefully maybe it was just loose or something, you know, is what I'm thinking. Like, that's what I'm hoping, because if it's anything else, then I don't know how to fix it, really. Like, if it's a problem with the fans, if it's a problem with, like, anything that's actually inside the GPU, I'm like, I have no fucking idea how to go inside and actually fix that. So I pretty much unplug it and plug it back in, and then I obviously unplugged the computer before I went in so I don't get electrocuted, obviously. So I plug back in the computer and everything, and I turn the computer on, and sure enough, it boots up. The computer boots up, and the monitor, it's connected to the DisplayPort cable that's inside of my GPU. So I'm like, oh my god, like my heart was sinking, and that, you know, that feeling of relief when, you know, you think something really bad happened, and then just that feeling, that overwhelming feeling of relief. It's like nothing, no other feeling in the world, that feeling of relief. I guess that it was loose somehow. I'm not exactly sure. It's so weird because last night I was playing a game, no problem, right? And it was working fine. But then all of a sudden today, it came loose somehow. That's just so strange. Like, I'm hoping that something else isn't wrong with my GPU, because I really can't afford to get a new GPU. And it's honestly one of those few things that would force me to quit YouTube and stop making videos, because I mean, I can't work without a GPU. I can't. So, and here's the other funny thing. When I had it plugged into the CPU, I double checked that it was a problem with the GPU not being registered with the rest of my computer, like it being disconnected somehow. Because what I decided to do was launch a game, and it ran like a total slideshow, and it was Splitgate, by the way. I was running that game, and I'm like, this game is running like a slideshow. I'm like, yeah, somehow my computer is not reading my GPU. I'm like, oh, this isn't good. So I have a good day ahead of me, and it didn't take me that long, really, because I was literally just unplugging it and plugging it back in. But the amount of anxiety that I had today, thinking that my $450 GPU was dead, yeah, definitely not a good experience. But I'm glad that it worked out, because this is the honest truth. If that happened, if it actually turned out the GPU was dead, I'd be making a different kind of video today, saying that this is my last YouTube video and I quit YouTube. Seriously. Because how do I sustain a gaming channel without a GPU? And as far as I know, I mean, I guess I could try to get a replacement GPU and get in touch with Newegg and everything, but that stuff is always sketchy. Like, they can either give it to you or not give it to you. Like, they could say it's your fault, or they could say that, oh, it's not your fault, we will give you a replacement, but who knows what would have happened with that. And even if, like, I did come up with the money for a new GPU and everything, and I got that sorted out, like, I would just be so paranoid that it would happen again that I'd probably just stay away from PC gaming, like, forever and become a console fanboy again and reinvigorate the console king and make those videos again, because my hatred for PC gaming would come back. So I either would have quit YouTube, or I would have become a console fanboy again, or I don't know. No, I probably would have just quit YouTube, to be honest with you, because I would have just been like, this is just ridiculous, like, I can't. Because how do you keep a YouTube channel going without gameplay? You know, without actually being able to play video games? And I certainly would not have come back to consoles, because I really do not want to come back to console gaming. Really, I really don't. So I would have just quit. To be honest, I would have just quit. So in that case, let's hope my GPU doesn't crap out anytime soon, because if it does, then that doesn't look good for my YouTube channel, because there's no way that I would keep the channel going if I couldn't even play video games, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, I feel much better now, so it's back to the normal upload schedule from here on out. It's looking like this Sunday there's going to be a live stream, possibly. We'll see about that. I have a guest lined up. It depends on whether or not that guest decides to show up or not. But if not, I might just decide to do a different type of live stream. Maybe, like, react to my old videos, or do something, maybe another VGR. I mean, whatever you guys want. Let me know in the comments down below, like, what kind of live stream you want from me in the future, because I have that good internet now, so I'm going to be able to live stream a lot more often than I could before. So I'm looking to do some more live streaming, definitely. But yeah, guys, I'm back, and I almost didn't come back if that GPU was messed up. But anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all later. Bye.